Hi, my name is Akiva Harow. I'm a therapist at Kabbalah. I wanted to share with you a story that I came across recently and some interesting insights that have come up from the conversation. A family that made Aliyah a few years ago. The wife and the kids were very excited about the Aliyah. But the husband, the father, was not that excited. He was leaving a job that he was comfortable in, his family, friends. And idealistically, he felt connected, but not enough to make this big move. But for his family, he felt that everyone wanted it so much, he swallowed his own emotional needs of fear of finances and also of disconnect. And they moved, and he was a support. And he was really such a wonderful support during this time. And when they finally got to Israel and settled and put all their boxes aside, and set up the furniture and the family, the kids were all in school and things were kind of set, he suddenly crashed. And literally for 2 to 3 weeks, he was under the weather. He was feeling lousy. And recently, the family's moving again, this time within Israel. And this time, he's the one pushing for the move. They have friends and relatives in a different city. And he found that this would be the right move, also professionally, also personally, and it's really, really, really important to him, and he's made it a point. He's not going to compromise. His wife understands, kids understand. They're joining, they're on board, but not full-heartedly, and they've come for the journey. So they're moving again, but he says they're on board, but he feels the resentment, he feels the frustration, and there have been a few fights. And he doesn't understand why his wife specifically won't accept that he sacrificed for her and made this big, big move for her, but she can't do the same for him. And as we were talking about it, it became clear that when it was hard for him, he didn't value that it was hard for him to make Aliyah. He ignored his own emotions and he ignored what it did to him personally. And then he collapsed physically. And he says that that's something that's happened to him before. It's not something new. He's aware that that is true. That is what that was. And one of the conclusions was a way that he can cope differently and possibly the whole family go through this process in a smooth and compassionate way. We spoke about, can he see that when he ignores how he feels, he crashes. And so too now he's ignoring how his wife feels. Because he doesn't value, he doesn't validate, he doesn't recognize negative emotions. He doesn't see them, so he can't see them in his wife. And if he can't see them in his wife, then his wife is left alone with them and felt unheard and unsupported. And she is supporting of his wanting to move. She's willing to do it, but she's scared. What can he do? And the conclusion is he has to first learn to be compassionate to his own emotions, to his own fears, and by doing so he gives value to those emotions and fears. And once he gives value and he recognizes those emotions and fears in himself, it will allow him to also see it in others. So that's the insight from that story, and I hope it's beneficial to you. So thank you for listening. Bye.